Today, President Biden is calling once again for action for the country.
I don't need to wait another minute, let alone an hour, to take common sense steps that will save the lives in the future and to urge my colleagues in the House and Senate to act. We can ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines in this country once again. I got that done when I was a senator. It passed. It was law for the longest time. And it brought down these mass killings. We should do it again. We can close the loopholes in our background check system, including the Charleston loophole. That's one of the best tools we have right now to prevent gun violence. The Senate should immediately pass, let me say it again, the United States Senate, I hope some are listening, should immediately pass the 2 House-passed bills that close loopholes in the background check system. These are bills that receive votes of both Republicans and Democrats in the House. This is not and should not be a partisan issue. This is an American issue. It will save lives, American lives, and we have to act.
We have to act. But he is talking to the United States Senate there, and Joe Manchin, the senator from West Virginia, he will not act. Even after the humiliation and what he dragged the country through in 2013, Senator Manchin reiterated today that he doesn't support background checks for all gun sales, which is something that has already passed the House. It passed the House even with some Republican support, which means Joe Manchin is to the right of House Republicans on the issue of background checks, which more than 90% of Americans and more than 70% of NRA members continue to support. If he alone changed his mind on this and decided that he really does care about this, that actually probably would be enough to get that one reform over the finish line. If he changed his stance on the bill itself, if he found it in his heart to support background checks, given that, and his stance on keeping the filibuster rule in place so that majority votes don't count even for his own legislation, those 2 issues alone, Joe Manchin holds the fate of this in his hands. And he promised this was an issue that moved him in tears as a parent, as a grandparent. He promised that he could get it done. He could get it done, actually, now, if he wanted to. I mean, even now with the NRA almost dissolved in disgrace and in bankruptcy, instead of doing what he says he wants to do, he will do what the NRA wants instead. Not even the NRA's members want that, but Joe Manchin does. And because of that, he personally will stop the whole country from getting any substantive relief from this thing that plagues us still. And because of that, because the United States Senate is broken in that particular way, it will likely, almost certainly, come down again to whatever the president, now President Biden, can do on his own without Congress, which is not much. And that is because the United States Senate does not work, even for things that more than 90% of the country wants done, even for things that tear our hearts apart this much, and that we agree on this much, even when we seem to agree on nothing else. The United States Senate does not work, in large part because of Democrats like Joe Manchin. And because of that, we cannot do anything substantive as a country on this issue, despite senators like Joe Manchin saying this means a lot to them. Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.